For millions of Americans, the day doesn't truly begin until they've poured a cold glass of orange juice. That first sip, bright, tangy, and full of flavor, feels like bottled sunshine. And more often than not, that bottle carries one familiar name: Tropicana. It's more than just juice. It's a ritual, a comfort, a moment of quiet before the rush of the day. But behind that moment lies a world most people never see, a finely tuned system of agriculture, science, and technology working together to bring that taste to your table, year after year. In this documentary, we'll peel back the label and uncover Tropicana's full journey, from sun-drenched orchards to ultra-modern bottling lines. Because when you truly understand how your orange juice is made, each sip tastes a little sweeter. The story of Tropicana begins not with a machine or a factory, but with a man, a dream, and a crate of fruit. In 1947, Anthony T. Rossi, a Sicilian immigrant, arrived in Florida with a simple but ambitious vision: to make high-quality fruit accessible to people across America. He started by selling gift boxes filled with fresh Florida citrus, hand-packed with care and shipped to customers up north. But Rossi soon realized that shipping whole fruit was expensive and inefficient. And not everyone had the time or tools to squeeze their own juice. That's when inspiration struck. What if he could bottle the fresh taste of Florida sunshine? But early efforts faced a major challenge: shelf life. Fresh juice spoiled quickly, and traditional pasteurization techniques damaged the flavor. Undeterred, Rossi worked with food scientists to pioneer flash pasteurization, a breakthrough method that rapidly heats and cools juice to kill bacteria while preserving taste. This innovation changed everything. Even transportation had to be reimagined. Rossi retrofitted rail cars with refrigeration units, ensuring the juice stayed cold and fresh from the groves of Florida to breakfast tables in New York. By the 1970s, Tropicana had become a national staple, redefining what orange juice could be. Today, that spirit of innovation still drives the brand, rooted in Rossi's belief that real juice, honestly made, could brighten everyday life. What began in a small Florida packing house has grown into an icon, one bottle at a time. Behind every bottle of Tropicana is a story that begins long before the factory. In the sun-drenched groves of Florida and Brazil, two of the world's most important citrus-growing regions. Florida's subtropical climate, with its warm sunshine, seasonal rainfall, and fertile sandy soil, has long made it an ideal home for orange trees. For decades, it was the backbone of America's orange juice industry. But in recent years, Florida's groves have been hit hard by hurricanes and a devastating tree disease known as citrus greening, which has cut yields dramatically. To keep up with demand and maintain flavor consistency, Tropicana turned to Brazil, the world's largest orange juice exporter. In particular, the state of São Paulo offers excellent growing conditions and reliable harvests, making it a vital partner in Tropicana's supply chain. In fact, many bottles on grocery store shelves today are filled with juice that's a blend of both American and Brazilian oranges, delivering that signature taste all year long. But it's not just about where the oranges are grown, it's about what kind of oranges are used. Tropicana relies heavily on two varieties, Valencia and Hamlin. Valencias are known for their rich flavor and deep orange color. They ripen slowly, typically harvested between March and September. Hamlins, in contrast, are sweeter and ripen faster, harvested from October to January. By using both varieties in alternating seasons, Tropicana ensures a continuous, fresh supply of oranges, 12 months a year. This year-round cycle is just one part of Tropicana's commitment to freshness. Because to deliver a consistent taste every morning, the work has to begin long before sunrise. Picking an orange too early means missing out on flavor. Picking too late risks overripe, dry fruit. That's why Tropicana relies on science, not guesswork, to determine the perfect moment to harvest. In the groves, growers use a tool called a refractometer to measure the Brix level, the ratio of sugar to water in the juice. For an orange to meet Tropicana's standards, it must have a Brix reading of 10% or higher, indicating just the right amount of natural sweetness. This ensures every glass of juice has the bright, balanced flavor consumers expect. But sugar isn't the only factor. Experts also consider acidity, aroma, color, and even juice volume per fruit. These combined measurements allow growers to fine-tune their harvest timing to within days, sometimes hours, of peak ripeness. Once the fruit passes inspection, the harvest begins. In smaller groves, workers still pick oranges by hand to protect fruit quality. But in larger operations, machines equipped with vibrating arms gently shake the trees, causing ripe oranges to fall onto padded catch systems and conveyor belts. Thanks to the alternating seasons of Valencia and Hamlin oranges, this harvesting cycle continues almost all year. It's a delicate dance between nature and precision, ensuring that only the best, most flavorful oranges begin the journey to becoming Tropicana juice. Once the oranges are harvested, they're loaded into specialized transport trucks, each capable of carrying up to 120,000 oranges. These trucks don't waste a moment. They head directly to Tropicana's processing facilities, where the next chapter of the fruit's journey begins. Upon arrival, each truck is weighed, logged, and directed to a designated unloading area. Here, the trailer is positioned onto a hydraulic tilt platform, which gently tips the entire load, allowing the oranges to cascade onto a wide conveyor belt. It's a carefully controlled process designed to move fast while minimizing bruising or damage to the fruit. Before any juicing begins, quality control takes center stage. A random sample, typically around 40 pounds, is pulled from every load and sent to an on-site laboratory. There, technicians test for sugar content, Brix level, acidity, juice yield, appearance, and even aroma. These results determine whether the batch is suitable for Tropicana's flagship products or routed for alternative use, like concentrate or secondary markets. Once approved, the oranges are rinsed in a water and alkaline solution to remove dirt, dust, and natural residues. They then pass over spinning brushes for a thorough scrub. From there, the fruit is sorted by size, not for aesthetics, but to optimize the next stage, juice extraction. Different sizes fit different juicing machines, and precise matching ensures maximum efficiency and minimal waste. By this point, the fruit has traveled hundreds, sometimes thousands of miles. Now clean, measured, and verified, it's ready for the transformation that makes Tropicana a breakfast staple. With thousands of oranges rolling into the factory each hour, it's time for the transformation that turns whole fruit into pure, golden juice. After washing and sorting, the oranges are guided into high-speed extraction machines, each one engineered for precision. The process is fast, up to 800 oranges per minute, but meticulously controlled. Every orange is placed into a cup, sliced neatly in half, and then pressed against a cone-shaped reamer. The design mimics the motion of a handheld juicer, but on a massive scale. This step separates the juice and pulp from the peel, which is immediately removed from the system. But Tropicana doesn't stop at just juice. Every part of the orange has a purpose. The peels, still full of fiber and nutrients, are shredded and sent off to be used as cattle feed, reducing waste and supporting local agriculture. Meanwhile, the essential oils in the orange skins, released earlier by tiny pinpricks during sorting, are collected, spun in high-speed centrifuges, and refined into highly pure orange oil. This oil is later used in cosmetics, cleaning products, and food flavoring, proof that even byproducts at Tropicana are turned into value. Back on the main line, the juice and pulp are pumped into sealed stainless steel pipes, never exposed to open air, ensuring cleanliness and flavor integrity. From here, the fresh juice flows directly toward the next critical step: pasteurization. In just minutes, a piece of fruit from a faraway grove has been expertly transformed into one of the most iconic breakfast beverages in America. Once extracted, the juice enters the next critical phase: flash pasteurization. Unlike traditional methods that can cook the flavor out of juice, this rapid technique heats the liquid to 185 degrees Fahrenheit for just seconds, then instantly cools it to 35 degrees Fahrenheit. The result? Harmful bacteria are eliminated, while the fresh squeezed taste remains intact. Pasteurized juice is then transferred into massive refrigerated tanks, each capable of holding up to 1 million gallons. In this controlled environment, the juice stays fresh for months, sometimes up to 2 years, with minimal flavor degradation. Before bottling, lab technicians test each batch for Brix, acidity, color, and taste, ensuring only the best makes it to store shelves. Not everyone agrees on pulp, and Tropicana knows it. That's why they've made pulp control a science. The pulp, collected during extraction, is stored separately, and later blended back into the juice based on preference. No pulp? Some pulp? Lots of pulp. Precision mixing ensures a consistent texture, so each sip matches exactly what's on the label. It's all about giving consumers control without compromising quality. Now ready for the final step, the juice enters a fully automated bottling line. Heated plastic preforms are blown into bottle shape, rinsed, and sterilized. Juice is filled in 2 stages to prevent foaming, capped in seconds, and scanned for leaks or defects. Finally, bottles are labeled, shrink-wrapped, and stacked onto pallets, then loaded onto refrigerated trucks, on their way to breakfast tables across the country. Thanks for joining us on this behind-the-scenes journey with Tropicana, from orchard to bottle, from sunshine to your glass. If you enjoyed this deep dive into how everyday products are made, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a drop of fresh content. We've got more fascinating stories coming your way. From food to factories, from farm to fork, stay curious, stay refreshed, and we'll see you next time on Made Vision.